Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Just about ready to go on the hill here today, Tanner Bybee.
Well, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter, and really he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the four-seam fastball just to miss the barrel of the bat. Not always going to see the swings and misses, but if you can somehow get weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second. So hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
Corbin Carroll, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. So 2 balls and no strikes. Grounded to low. He steps on the bag, and a quick out, number 1. Colton Cowser now at the plate.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
There's a strike, 95 of that one. There's a swing and a drive. Yoshida makes a move towards the gap. Squeezes it. 2 down. Devers now. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. And Devers hits that one. And that is that. Back here in Cleveland, today's starting pitcher, Aaron Nola.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Masataka Yoshida.
It's always fun watching Nola pitch. He's one of the best pitchers in the league because he knows how to control a baseball. He's got excellent command of his pitches, which keeps his walk rate low and helps keep him out of trouble.
To the right side. Tosses to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's Jose Ramirez. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Ball one, no strikes.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Pulls that one foul.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those.
On to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. All set for the start of the inning. Here is Austin Riley. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. The wind of the pitch. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Cruz makes his way towards it, hauls it in, and there's one away. And next up for the Royals, Pete Crow Armstrong. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about. Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Misses off the inside, and it's 1-2.
2 strike.
Outside with a breaking ball. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And there's 2 down.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Christian Walker stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Ground ball left side. Ramirez sends it to first. 3rd out. Welcome back to Cleveland. Singy, these Guardians fans are excited for another season, and especially if they're watching their team reach the ALCS last year.
Yeah, Boog, and it wasn't a fluke. I mean, they won the American League Central and eliminated Detroit in the ALDS before losing to the Yankees.
And Jose Ramirez had another great season.
And nearly joined the 40-40 club, but finished with 39 home runs. So close. What a player.
Nola back to work. Headed towards the corner. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
And the batter now, Bone Naylor. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. And Naylor swings through that one. Low stands at second with no outs. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Cowser makes the grab, one down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ezekiel Tovar. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. One out and a runner at second. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-1.
That one ripped. Carroll makes the grab for the second out. Here's Trevor Larnach. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. The other way, and foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. Not close with that one, and the count 1-2. Out towards right center field. Carroll tracks it down for the out. Here in Cleveland, new inning getting started. So up now for Kansas City, Blake Sabol. Cut on and lifted in the air. And there's one away. Willie Adames stands in. Adames in the 8th spot in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. Out to short, Tovar. Fires across the diamond, and they get Adames for the out. Brett Wisely steps in for the Royals. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a foul out of play. Missed with a changeup, and that is ball 1. Outside with a breaking ball. Top of the 3rd, no score. And it remains 2-2. Hit on the ground to short. Tovar throws to first in time. That's out number 3. Back now at Progressive Field. And now the center fielder, Dylan Cruz. Ball 1 there. Swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here's Andres Jimenez, and he lays down a bunt, and that's a foul ball. Nola fires. Shortened a bunt and missed it, and the count is 0-2. Stays alive. And a swing and a miss. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Here's the left fielder, Masataka Yoshida. Swing and a ground ball. Wisely. Throw to first in time. So digging in, Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Cruz on third with 2 out. Hit in the air, right field. Carroll moving under it, and that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. Stepping in, Corbin Carroll. That one outside, 1-0. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. That one to first. And he handles it himself for the out. Colton Cowser steps in for the Royals. Fly to left his first time. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Ball 2. 2-0.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
That one outside. And that's ball 3. Swings through that one for strike 2. The Royals hitless so far in the game. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game. Man aboard, and here is Devers, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that one inside, and it hit him.
Oh, that adds another runner, and now they've got one in scoring position. Looks like things are getting a little wobbly out there on the mound. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably
runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. And here is Pete Crow Armstrong. Fly to left his first time. And that one fouled off. 4th inning underway, no score. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. And there's a base hit to left. Cowser headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Not going to get him. It's up the line.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Fought off foul. Misses off the plate, and it's 2-1. Devers, the lead runner at second. Crow Armstrong at first, 2 out of the inning. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Bottom of the 4th, here's Elliot Ramos.
The right fielder, Elliot Ramos.
Late swing fouled off. And now the 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
him. Rusty Valentine rings him up. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Doubled his first time. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Cowser hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. And that's outside. Ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch. And he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Cowser. And that is that. Back here in Cleveland, we go to the top of the 5th, and to the plate for Kansas City, Blake Sable. Bybee back to work. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. And they add to the lead. It's 2-0. Now it's the shortstop, Willie Adames. In the air, right field. Ramos on the move towards the line. And there's 1 down. Brett Wisely steps in for the Royals. He's 0 for 1. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. 1 down, base is empty. Hit on the ground to short. Tovar fires to first on the run, and he gets him. Nicely done. Back to the top of the lineup. This is Corbin Carroll.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Has grounded out a couple of times. Liner, and this could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Hot shot to third. Over to Lowe. They limit the damage here. And we're back. And now Ezequiel Tovar.
That's shortstop, Ezequiel Tovar.
First pitch misses.
You know, these Guardians finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
And a foul ball.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That K is his 3rd of the game. And next is the designated hitter, Trevor Larnach. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. handles, throws to first. Home half of the fifth inning, moving along, 2 quick outs. So in now for Cleveland, Dylan Cruz. Doubled in his first AB, and he'll step off and take the signs again. And that one is lifted in the air. Carroll makes the catch, inning over. Here in Cleveland, now it's Devers at the plate.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
Here comes Austin Riley. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. And that one wrapped foul. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Jimenez makes the play. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And next up for the Royals, Pete Crow Armstrong. Check swing of the first pitch. Looked down to third, and he held up.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
2 down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the 6th. And that one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Upstairs.
2 strikes.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
You can stomach a 2-out walk to certain players, but with his speed, this guy out there in the base pass, it could turn into 2 or 3 bases.
Bybee checks the runner. Crow Armstrong back on a dive. Walker measures 6 feet even, 210 pounds, and he was runner on the go. This to third. Ramirez sends it to first, and that'll do it. Back now at Progressive Field, and now it's going to be Andres Jimenez. Matt Strom comes on now.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Right side, Carroll. And there's 1 down. Masataka Yoshida digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Tosses to first. That's it out. Jose Ramirez getting ready to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Fly ball down the line. Cowser drops into the glove, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catch. Blake Sable.
For the Guardians, number 60.
So now a pinch hitter, Gary Sanchez. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. So he blasts one out the other way. It's 3-0. So up now for Kansas City, Willie Adames. Look out!
That hit him.
And it hit him.
Well, they found ways to get on base in a variety of ways in this one. Hits, walks, and now a hit by pitch.
Here's the second baseman, Brett Wisely. He's grounded out a couple of times. Shortened a bunt and missed it.
0-1.
It's 0-1.
Well, these Royals, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
First and second, no outs. Now it's the right fielder. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. So bases all loaded up. Colton Cowser digs in now. Oh, that got him as well. The third batter he's hit with a pitch. Bases loaded, nobody out. So here's the Royals DH, Rafael Devers.
No, he's safe. Save. He beats the throw.
Runner at third here, nobody out. There's the strike, 3-1. And there's the strike.
3-2.
And a base hit knocks in a run.
Comes through with the RBI. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Riley stands in here, takes ball one low. Foul ball.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Cruz under it. And there's one down. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And a big swing and a miss. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
Ugly cut on the slider for strike 3. And now it's Christian Walker. 0 for 3 in this one.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals.
And that eats him up. They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Sanchez takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Hit hard on the ground is short. Over to low. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good
So the Royals bring on a new arm, Lucas Gilbreth.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not
he
in the
lived
Hall
in your
of...
neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them. And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
Out to short. Throws across the diamond. And a couple of quick outs. 2 down, base is empty. And up next for Cleveland, Bo Naylor. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to...
Oh, that's a strikeout. Back here in Cleveland, ready to begin the 8th, and now the shortstop, Willie Adames. Swing and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Cruz makes the catch, and there's one gone. And to the plate for Kansas City, Corbin Carroll. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Nabs it, 2 away down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
In the air, center field, Cruz. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Stepping up for the Guardians, Ezequiel Tovar. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
1 strike.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. He goes down looking. Now it's the DH, Trevor Larnach. And first offering is fouled off. The Royals up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is in for a strike. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Dylan Cruz. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. That one down the line. Slings to first. Guardians go down in order. Here in Cleveland, and now the DH, Rafael Devers. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. This one could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Everything came together for him. Good pitch, hard and inside, but he showed off some quick hands, got the barrel to it, and was able to yank it into the outfield.
And that one hammered. And that's going to bang against the wall. Runner from second scores as they add on.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up.
Swung on, belted. Yoshida flying after this one. That's down. One hops off the wall. Here comes Riley. He'll score easily.
Well done. Drives in the run. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Walker in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Popped in the air. Left field. And puts the squeeze on that one. One away. Gary Sanchez now. He's already homered in this game. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. Line drive. Adam in center field.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Willie Adames will hit next. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. And he dives in ahead of the tag. Now it's the second baseman, Brett Wisely. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. And very nicely done for the out. Back now at Progressive Field. Bottom nine. Here's the second baseman, Junior Caminero. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Gilbreth, a 6'1 lefty, 185 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2017. Out to center. Crow Armstrong should have it. Hauls it in for the out. And a quick out, number one. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Masataka Yoshida. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 outs. So it's their last chance in this one. So in now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. Tap foul at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Hit to right, and that should do it. And that'll do it. The Royals take this one in a blowout. Nola with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
9-0 your final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.